What's up, guys? Excalibur here. Really haven't put out a video or anything in quite a little bit, but my wife's switching schedules, just getting used to it with the two little kids. Hopefully start back up pre-market live and get that back going. But as of right now, I was kind of just trying to figure out, the kids and taking preschool and all that, just the schedule. But just want to show you guys Bookmap. Been getting very, very into Bookmap. A lot of people are trying to figure out what it is. Just trying to go over what I do and what I see from it. And these are my strategies. Everyone uses it different, but basically right up here, let me try to get my crosshairs on. Not sure if you see my mouse pointer when I'm recording, but the color band up here, the top, we have, dark red. It's not guaranteed to be sells. They're just darker the red. See, my son's in the background right now. The darker the red is just going to be the higher liquidity. The look at this in liquidity sense is better to look at it than buying and selling. Just because we hit this area doesn't mean these are buyers sitting down here that we're just going to pop from here. This is liquidity. This could be up. It could be a buy at about 100 lots. Could be a sell. Could be a stop loss. Could be take profit. This all could be put on a table. Just like options, you don't really tell. Can't really tell if there's a buy or sell, but with the bid and the ask, you kind of can, but it's not guaranteed. So I try to think of it as areas of liquidity. So when I'm looking at this, kind of bigger picture, you're looking at kind of where the price could go. I'm looking for, right here, from 8 to 805. Let it load up, kind of a little taken. You tell we're just range bound. These are the buyers keeping it up. And as soon as we come up here, sellers step in. So we're range. We're looking for the break out of the range. You can tell we got the break out of the range with the news, and we had, this area of liquidity up here. Could be people who are short to have a stop up here. Could be sells. You just needed to see how it reacts around that area. That's the main thing, to watch the reaction. But what I've been seeing with news is you have this range, we break up on the range, and then we drop. Because 8:30 we had jobs data, so they pushed up to the highs to get the best price to short it down. They shorted it down, and that's what they did. We're kind of looking smaller picture into things. It's best to look. These dots, people are calling like spaces or planets. Basically, it's just volume. The bigger red one is the bigger selling. Smaller greens gonna be small buying. So if we're on the way down and we're getting big red dots and small green dots, obviously the sellers are. What's wrong, buddy? Obviously the sellers are stronger than the buyers. And what I like to see on this is the small green dots on the end, or the small red dots. I don't know, they keep disappearing when I go over it. But there was a small red dot. That's just surprising when we flip there. Usually you have the smaller ones. Like if we're going up, you have a small green on the end. They're showing buying exhaustion, and then you can tell the red dots come in. Then we hit an area of liquidity. You can tell right here, I don't know what this was. This area here, it could have been stopped from people here, but basically, here's our range. What I like to do is, I kind of think, oh, they're going to take out the top part of liquidity and then come down, take out the bottom part, and then from there, not sure where they're going to go from there. But you can tell, zoom out, you have your darker red. It's a good time to hold. If you bought down here, look at this. You could have held all these green dots. Finally, we got one small one right here. Buyers got exhausted and sellers took it over. So it's basically a good thing on liquidity. And, I have this on Thinkorswim. It's $39. I'm not an affiliate, not promoting it at all. And if you have Thinkorswim and have it funded, you can actually get stocks like Apple, all those other stocks, and you could definitely. And you could definitely watch those stocks. So like right here, there's something interesting here happened here is we pushed up and then this area. So there's this blue line right here. So this is everything on the order book to the right of the blue line. And to the left, it's just a historic. So it just paints it. So if it's still on the order book, when it hits that blue line, it's going to paint it back here. So you can tell right here we had, we hit this area, we had a nice little push up. And then this buyer came in here like 110 lots. Could be a buyer, or they could have got down here, and this could be their stop loss. But of course, it's area liquidity. It's either gonna bounce from it or just completely destroy it. You can tell they're stacking up 164, 109. So this is what I like to see is when price moves up, you want to see buyers come in, and that would have been a good 95 to 98. Nice little scalp right there. On futures, that's 200 bucks, a lot. They're hitting here. This is probably where my PT would. I'd watch how it reacts. You can tell, look, the small bump, they merged. And you have like very little up here, 90. You want to see, 400, 500 ones. You'll see when market opens, you'll have 400, 500 ones that actually moved the market pretty well. But, that would have been my PT. We could have just taken that from 95. We saw this buyer come in all the way up to 01. So that could have been a 6 point scalp. You see, here comes another buyer, some kind of liquidity, 209. Pretty good number for a pre-market. So, let's see if we do come down here. Let's see if we're going to bounce from it or just keep pushing up. They'll probably exit it. If price keeps going up, you can tell they're exiting. And then you can tell if people are exiting up here. But all this up here, all this liquidity, and they're starting to move up here. You can tell they're starting to move up. I think these are just stop orders or take profit orders that are on the book that, they keep moving up. Just like you and me, if you do futures, you'll move your profit taking all the way up, keep it moving up. You can tell he moved it up here, 77, and then it dropped to probably like 62 there. There's that small green dot showing exhaustion. So you see we're starting to drop. Get 220 here. So let's just watch this reaction. Got 220 here, 116 here, 214. If I put up time and sales, we can watch actually the time and sales hit. I do it above 50. So 129 got filled there. The ball is 269. So let's see if we're able to pop from this 96 area. But it looks like we are falling from it. So that probably was a take profit. But it's a good tool. You could went long here. Well, look, now we're popping up. This is probably his peg top. But the hard part is trying to figure out, just playing with it. What's a sell? What's a buy? What's a take profit? What's a stop loss? All those are going to be on the book, on the order book throughout the day. But right there, we could have taken that from 96 all the way up to 700. Nice little scalp there. Could have put in a stop loss, $200 below. And we would have made money. But one thing I'm trying to do is trying to make it not like tunnel vision like that. Like you could zoom in, at it on like the small time frame, and actually see how the bid and ask are. You can tell something happened here. But just developing your strategies on this. I like to watch like something like this where buyers do come in and we see a little bounce. Also, if this was a sell and we break below, I like to see like a kind of a person come in above the price to want to drive the price down even more. So, you know, that right there, that little bit from 97 to 02, that could have been a really good thing. Really good scalp. But that's just what I just want to show you, you know, overall, we could look big picture and see what's on the book right now. And then I'll end it and start prepping. Like I said, we have 426 right now, 3670 just sitting here. They've been here. This order's been on the book for quite some time. Probably can't go back anymore. But just like I think last week when we had that big crash, they've been on the book for a while. On NASDAQ, there's someone at like 10.5, and he got filled on the big crash and then the rebound, and he got filled right where we rebounded back up. You tell bigger liquidity, we have a lot of people who I guess want to buy down here or stops down here. But definitely when we get down to 3670 area, the 3660, I think it's very interesting. Above, we really, you know, just have these tops. This area seems to be very interesting. 3720. We popped up, but that's gonna end it for me. Just want to show you this. Sometimes I do, you know, pop up. Oh, there's, you know, there's 700 lots sitting here. And that's just the area you want to watch. You want to guarantee it's a buy, guarantee it's a sell. But y'all have a great